Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the intro of the Boner Police podcast. This week, it's pretty interesting, I guess. If you just kind of listen, you'll catch a lot of different things talked about, as you would with any subject, I guess. I don't know. It's awful late. I'm trying to get this out before I go to bed. But this is freshly showered Hudson telling you to just give this one a good hard listen. Just take it all in. Take all of it. Just take all of it, Anyways, I'll just go ahead and send it through. Yeah. Just go ahead and go. Yeah. Go. There you go. Go listen. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Boner Police podcast. I guess this week, I don't know, I say this every time, but this week is kind of like referring to as if I was posting these every week, but really I don't. I don't know. So I guess this episode is with one of my good homies, Jazmyn. What's poppin'? What's good? What to do?
Popcorn's poppin'.
What's poppin' up in your life,
Mostly my joints.
Your joints are popping?
Yeah, a little bit.
Happens when I wake up in the morning as well.
Do you ever stand up too fast and you're just like, ow?
It's been a while since I've got up too fast and actually fell because I was that lightheaded, but most time I get up and I start feeling lightheaded and then I sit there for a second and I'm like, no, I'm stronger than this. I'm stronger than the will to pass out.
Fun fact. I don't know if you've ever done whippets, but when you stand up too fast, it's literally the same thing, except you're just going out of your way to do it without having to stand.
Without having to lay down and get back up really fast?
Basically. Hell yeah.
Okay, well, here comes that question that I ask everybody.
I don't know which one it is. I'm excited.
What's the largest animal you think you could beat up with your two hands?
Does it have to be your wife?
My wife?
Yeah,
it has to be my wife.
Does it have to be a mammal?
It can be whatever animal you think you can beat up with your hands. In its habitat, people try to get around this by saying they could fight a whale on
Harambe.
land. In his pen?
I would caress him and fight the kid that's inside of it.
You beat the shit out of that little,
fuck
that,
yeah,
that little doink. Get the fuck out of here, you little shit.
Gotta bring him back. No, if I were to get into a fight with a legit, animal that's still feral.
It could be a house cat.
Lindsay Lohan.
Before or after the drugs?
Halfway through.
During drugs?
Yes.
That's the craziest part.
All you gotta do is just steal her spoons and syringes and we're good. Just start playing darts with her.
Oh, wasn't it Demi Lovato who was the one that was with the spoons?
Yeah, with the spoons. She did it with Joji spoon, so did I. Big deal.
Right.
Just kidding, it's alleged.
Alleged with the spoons?
I don't know. I'm always curious, where do famous people get their drugs from? Who's the
famous drug dealers?
Was that a website? FamousDrugDealers.com.
They just gotta get the right Instagram hookups or.
Just don't go through Lil Peep and Mac Miller. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. No, you know what's funny though? So the bitch who sold Lil Peep the bunk Xanax was a part of the same group as the dude who sold Mac Miller.
Ooh, my bad.
I'll bite you, boy. I'm just kidding.
Mac Miller.
So the girl who sold Lil Peep the bunk pills is within the same friend group as the guy who sold Mac Miller bunk shit as well, because that girl is from Phoenix, Tucson, whatever, and so is that guy. But when the guy got arrested for the Mac Miller stuff, he was in California. And just a fun fact, that girl who killed Lil Peep got karma because she died recently too.
Damn.
Stupid bitch. Just kidding.
They do be up there fucking fist fighting, huh?
They do be up there.
Well, I guess she would probably go to a different place. I would hope.
I think she's gonna just,
Than my homies. The homies go
She
to
wishes she could be.
the homies go to a higher place. I would like to assume.
She's not going to Valhalla. She's going to fucking. Fuck, what's the name of that town?
The fucking Shadow Realm.
No, I was gonna say the fucking town that, you know, when you're a fucking noob in OSRS and you're like, how do I get to. Starts with a V.
Lumbridge.
Thank you. No, not Lumbridge. Fucking the town where the fucking GE is.
Falador or Varrock.
Varrock. Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
Varrock.
People who fucking sell junkies bunk drugs. They go there.
They go to Varrock.
They go to Varrock
No, there's like a.
to get the crack rock.
I'd send them to the fucking barbarian village or whatever, like some shit like that, or the dwarf like place.
Send them to go under. If you spill that, I swear I'm fighting you. They go to you know, when you go like right out of the town, and not in PvP, but like there's like this little I guess you can consider it like a mini raid or whatever. But you go right out of the town and you go underneath this house and you have to fight like all these trolls without like the family seeing or something. It's like one of the beginning quests in like RuneScape.
It's like the. I think there's like a building you gotta have a key to get in there, and there's like a ladder that goes downstairs, and then there's a bunch of like big old fucking
Like orcs and shit.
Yeah, they're like Cyclops dudes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
But they drop like this. I remember it very vividly because I would do this as a kid to make money because I didn't know where else to go. They drop this item. It's called a limpwort root. That shit's worth like 2K each. And I would just chill in there, and there's like a spot you could go.
I just like, fucking farm that shit.
Yeah, you could farm that shit without having to like bring food with you because they couldn't hit you from the certain spot. And
it's sort of like when you do the. There's this trick when you put prayer on and you drop your health down to like 1, and so that way when you're fighting someone who's like OP compared to you, they hit you and they can't land any hits because you're already so low. You keep prayer on, that way you're able to fucking land hits on them. You can't die, but basically you're just like murking all these motherfuckers, able to fucking like level up your skills and all
1
that.
HP murking bitches. I don't know. I never got in a PvP. That shit scared the fuck out
Oh no,
of me.
no, this is not PvP. This is just leveling up your skills. PvP scares the shit out of me. If I'm gonna do anything PvP, it's just watching people do dead man mode.
Fucking RuneScape. I haven't actually played that game seriously in like a long time.
Same.
I didn't even play it seriously. I was like a child. Didn't even know, like, I didn't have money to get a membership. It was just free to play everything.
Right.
I just was like in Skype with my homies and we're like, yo, you want to go kill cows together? I'd be like, hell yeah.
Can't do that in Skyrim because the whole town finna run after you, boy.
I'm just finna tan some cow hides. That's all.
With RuneScape, I think. See, I never took it serious either because like when I started playing it, that was around the time when those guys fucked up the economy of it by essentially starting their own monopoly within the game. And it got to a point to where like it's the reason why people bought multiple accounts at a time, because you can just fucking like flip that shit and make like a few grand like because of it.
You just like get the skills up and then just fucking dump that shit on some unsuspecting nerd who would just want to buy it for like a few $100.
Excuse
Not
me,
have to
sir.
do the work.
May I have some macros, please?
I don't know. I used to just kind of like chill in the Grand Exchange and be like, yo, let me sell you my garbage. And people would be like, what are you selling? And I'm like, I got 5 raw salmon. And they're like, the fuck this kid just selling 5 raw salmon for? Nobody. So like a handful of people would actually buy it from me for like the price that I was suggesting, or like whatever the suggested price of raw salmons were at the time. And I'd make like 50 gold or some shit like that. But like sometimes people would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Here's like 5K, and I would make it back, and
It's
then I
almost
would
like out of
swap
pity.
to another world, and I would do the same thing because people are like over generous when I'm trying to sell shit. Because as long as I'm not out there asking for money, they're like, oh, he's not asking for money, he's just trying to sell shit. You
know what's funny? That's like, see, that's hustle mentality right there, because you can do that in real life. If you were to ever, like flip a sign, so like, for example, a few years ago, I think it was like 2016 when I was like living out of a car at the time. My boyfriend that I was dating then, he always, held the signs like, oh, help, need money, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, I can't do that. I'm a fucking pussy. I feel bad. Like, I don't want to ask people for money. So what I did is I got a sign and I wrote, 1 like equals 1 prayer. And I was like wearing my like World of Warcraft shirt and shit doing it. And I'm in Santan at this area, like Santan Mall, not taking myself serious. The only thing that I got out of that was people saying, for the Horde. And I'm just like, fuck, I'm not going to make any money by this.
I can't pay for food with likes.
Well, apparently you can cure cancer with likes.
Oh, yeah, that's what all the Facebook moms are telling me.
It's all about that thankful react. That's what cured cancer, and that's why they got rid of it.
It's all those heart emojis.
Specifically, the one where you're holding it,
I don't know. I haven't used Facebook in a long time.
Dude, I was off Facebook for... What month is it now?
It's November right now.
So, I've been off Facebook since, like, August.
Of this year?
Yeah. I've never gone that long off Facebook unless it was from a post block.
Wait, off of Facebook?
Off the whole internet.
Oh. Okay, that makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, I just kind of like went MIA for a little bit because like halfway through this summer, I got this partnership with this app called Hakuna, and they work with like Viral Nation and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, if you go on here and do live streams and blah, blah, blah. Essentially, they made it look like, we'll pay you, but you gotta bust your ass a lot. Like, more than YouTube, a lot, before we pay you. And I'm just, like, thinking, I'm gonna make friends with all the famous people and then just...
It was like a live stream platform.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Just, like, at the time... I've never live streamed before, so I was just kind of like, what the fuck do I talk about? Like, what if I fuck up and PewDiePie bridge this shit? Like, I don't know what to do, I was a nervous bitch. That's why I gave you, like, a lot of credit, because, like, to just, like, hop on a live stream, I'm just like, holy fuck. But then I'm like, technically, when you go outside, you're live streaming just, like, without the camera, so...
Like, only sometimes people choose to watch. Sometimes people choose to watch me act like a retard going into fucking Circle K. And sometimes, people don't.
People watching is so fun.
Anyways, what is your opinion on garden gnomes?
I fucking hate Keemstar.
Okay, not where I was going with that, but...
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to talk about...
In general, like, if you're walking by someone's house and they got one of those generic-ass garden gnomes sitting next to their 3 steps going up to their door...
Do I have a Sharpie on me?
Are we talking garden gnome culture? Like, my neighbors have the 3 little...
Culture.
3 little ceramic foxes,
It's
like
like
coyotes.
gnome
Coyotes
culture.
So you got, like, gnomes and foxes all together?
Yeah, because there's some Arizona shit fucking...
So it's a whole pack.
It's like a village.
It's a village.
They're from New York. Weirdos.
Looking weirdos from New York, huh?
So...
Maybe they're just finally able to have a yard. So that now they can put gnomes and foxes.
Yard in New York.
One of my friends in high school, before they got sent to prison for setting fires, what they would do is in the middle of the night, they'd get real fucking drunk, right? And then they'd go sneak into the neighbors, like, not their inside their houses, but they'd go to their yards and steal all their lawn ornaments. And just put them in someone else's yard, making it look like...
That's kind of fucked up.
Oh, it was awesome. But personally, if I walked by a garden gnome, if it was a cliche one, old school, whatever, if I had a Sharpie on me, I would turn it into Keemstar, plain and simple. But if I didn't, I'd probably just take it home or act like a Sims character and just kick it and then walk in a circle, pretend I'm stuck, and then
draw a fat cock on it.
Yeah. Right, fat cunt, and
give
then
it a mustache and give it a fat cock.
Yeah, put a PewDiePie bro fist on its butt, everything.
My fucking bro fist.
Bro fist me, guy.
As far as lasagna goes, do you like lasagna? No.
I love lasagna.
I like lasagna too.
Call me fucking Garfield.
What happens if you stack 2 lasagnas? Is it 1 lasagna or 2 lasagnas?
A tall lasagna.
It's just 1 tall lasagna, or does 2 lasagnas that make a tall?
It depends. So technically it could be a singular lasagna. However, it could be 2 separate lasagnas depending on the type of cheese and the type of pasta you put between it.
Why?
Because it's like having 2 separate cakes. You got a vanilla and you got a strawberry. You can stack them
But
together.
if you stack them, then it's 1 cake.
So is it just a double layer singular lasagna?
It's like if you got a chocolate cake and a strawberry cake and you stack the 2, then you just got
Diversity.
1 big ass slice. That's like wedding cakes. Is like a wedding cake, like the layered ones? Are those all 1 piece of cake, or is it like multiple cakes? I think those wedding cakes are multiple cakes because they slice them as separate like cakes, but depending on how big the cake would be, I think that makes my judgment change.
That's actually like a valid point, because if it's too small, could it even be considered a cake? Because so with the wedding cake, it does make sense that each piece could be its own separate cake because it's big enough, So for a lasagna, personally, I may not look like it, but I will eat lasagna like fucking young Ma eats pussy, So it's just a tall.
Pussy. He do be.
He do be eating. Bababooey.
He do be not going hungry out in these streets. I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's 1 lasagna.
It probably would be 1 lasagna. You just need a very tall.
Because, I don't know, it could go either way. People tend to top lasagna with a different type of cheese, and they put like ricotta in the middles. Mm-hmm. So there's almost like a separation as like a cake would be. There's like a frosting that kind of like goes in between the 2 cakes.
Right.
But I want to say it's 1 big ass lasagna because it's just more layers.
I feel like it would be the only thing I would consider making it 2 separate ones would be if it had that same crispy top halfway through. However, you could debate that with the fact of fucking McDonald's with their double cheeseburger. You got a bun halfway through the goddamn sandwich, and it's still 1 sandwich. So it's 1 lasagna.
Damn.
Mandela effect. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel it. Yeah. Something like that.
He do be feeling, though. He got a whole nervous system.
Have you ever done mushrooms?
Well, you see, my handle since...
That's why I ask.
Yes, I've done a lot.
A decent, a lot of mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay. What about in the woods?
That's the only place I fucking haven't. I've done it.
Mushrooms in the woods? No?
I've done it in the desert. I have done it in a car. I've done it in a bathroom. Did it leaving school.
I did it taking a shit.
I did take a shit on a mushroom and put it on the pizza. No. I mean, fuck. There was a time where I did mushrooms and then had to throw a party. And it was a big party to the point to where I didn't have a beer pong table, so we used my neighbor's door. And after people left, we used that door for firewood.
This is a door.
This one is?
Yes, it's a door.
Yes. Same thing.
It's a door. There's a handle. There's a door.
Yeah, mine had a handle too.
There's a door hole right here. It's like the,
Put a grapefruit in it.
No, it's too big.
Recently, the last time I did mushrooms was... When was it? September? Or July? His roommate works at a fucking dispensary, and his roommate comes in one day. Actually, he comes in one day. He's like, "Hey, you ever try albino penis envy?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
That's that shit that's fucking DMT.
Oh my god. Okay, so I've done a lot of mushrooms, right? I've done gold caps, I've done Amazonians, like I've done my shit, my fair share of psilocybin, you know? These motherfuckers, I could take two full little boys, like fucking
Full little boys.
you know,
Full little boys.
I'm not Jeff Epstein. I mean Hillary Clinton. I mean the Maxwell. Not like that little boys. I mean like these little boys.
Some whole ass bitches.
Yeah, some whole ass bitches, you know? Two of those. Normally people have to do an eighth to themselves just to fucking have a full 8-hour trip. Two of these fucking little cunts right here. Holy shit. Like, I took two. I thought I was gonna microdose, you know? Like a little vibe, you know? A little bit of ooh and a little bit of ooh. But no. What happened was I did it for a week straight. And it got to a point to where he wasn't tripping, but I was tripping so hard that he was sitting behind me. I'm sitting on my lap underneath him. And normally when I trip, I like as an like older now, I try not to let myself hallucinate because like it's so like crazy. Normally I just let my brain like tell me like cool like conspiracies, or I let the aliens talk to me, you know, typical fucking like the frogs are gay type of shit, you know?
Yeah, normal classic mushrooms.
Yeah. But with these, he was like, okay, I need you to shut your fucking eyes and just describe to me what you see. And I'm like, fuck, I actually gotta do it now. So I'm all sitting there, I'm closing my eyes, right? And the first thing I fucking see is a pyramid with the fucking Bitcoin sign on it instead of an eyeball. And I'm just like, oh my God, like what the fuck?
I gotta invest in Bitcoin, is that what you're thinking?
Yes. And essentially after that, he's like sitting behind me. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but it felt like he's putting like a fucking USB into my neck. But before that, it felt like he took out like a floppy disk from my neck or something, right? And he replaces it by putting a USB in my neck, and I could like feel something like being downloaded into me. And I'm like, is he erasing my past memories so I can learn more from this mushroom trip right now? Like, what the fuck?
Gotta delete the space.
Dude, yeah, like
Delete some memory so you can upload some more.
And it was insane. Like, it was awesome. And I tell you what, so I have alopecia, right? Which means I can't grow hair for shit. I've had that since I was 10. However, in high school when I first started doing mushrooms, that was the first time my hair grew back. So I always joked, oh, mushrooms make my hair grow. Aha. Well, it actually did. Then lost it again. Didn't have my hair grow back until I got preggers because, you know, testosterone. Blah, 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 blah. Then lost again. Then I start fucking doing mushrooms again after, like, because it'll get to a point when you trip so often, you'll have that one trip that's like, okay, you need to fucking take a fucking chill pill, bro, and, like, you don't need to trip for a little bit, you know? I had that. So when I finally did trip again, I was like, my fucking hair grew back. Not this, but, like, my shit's all growing right now, so I kind of look like Mr. Leahy. It's fucking sick.
Fucking sick? Like, how long? You don't have to show me. You just like it.
It's like if you were to shave your head, right? Think of a monk, okay? Yeah. You know the whole.
I'm thinking.
Fuck Isaac Newton. So you know you got the little bald bitch right there. Hold on, I'm not gonna take it off, but like, so think of this. You know that.
Yeah.
Right here, if you get your clippers and cut it at about like 3. It's got the little bitch fuzz right there, and it feels like petting a dog.
Is that what you compare it to?
Yeah, because before I looked like a fucking skinhead for the last several years because it was just like smooth, like feel that. That's literally like my scalp normally.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I shaved my arms like last week because I like when I'm at work. A lot of the bags they like have stickers on them, and when I'm like peeling the stickers off the bags, I like stick them on my arm.
Those are hard stickers too, so like
I don't know, they're like okay. I'll randomly come home and I'll have like stickers all over me because I'll be crawling up in the bags, slithering if you would. And I'll come home and I'll be like, this one was going to Denver, like this one's fucking going to San Diego. Hell yeah.
You should collect all of those, like any stickers that come back.
I don't know. They just kind of are boring, and I'm going to...
It's only boring if you make it boring.
I'm making it boring.
I haven't had to shave in... How old am I? I'm 23, 20. I haven't shaved in, like, almost 13 years.
It's a long time.
Yep. Literally. So, 3rd grade.
I'm out here, like, trying to grow facial hair, and, like, it just doesn't happen. I don't know. I don't think it will.
You know what you could do? They have, like, weaves for, like, facial hair.
Facial weaves?
Yeah. But you got to use a glue, I think, for your face.
So I can sometimes grow a little bit of mustache, and what I did before was I dyed it black so you could see it. But downside, I look like a pedophile. I mean, downside, upside, you decide.
It did not go as planned.
I don't know. I like messing with it. I don't think most other people tend to care. Sometimes they'll be like, yo, that's a nice mustache. And I'll be like, really? Like, you see this? Like, I look like I'm out here looking for, like, some children.
You need these glasses when you wear them.
Yeah, I need some fucking glasses and then that mustache, and then it'll get me all of the babes.
Hey, little kids, we got free mustache rides.
Oh, no. Free mustache ride.
That is a joke for legal purposes.
For legal purposes, I cannot condone mustache rides for little kids.
You must be at least 18 years or older to ride.
Okay. I've had this thought. What is your opinion on, like, morning wood?
Are you dating the person or just like...
Yeah. Like, you guys are just big chilling. Sometimes you sleep, like, you mostly sleep, like, in the same bed, right?
Yeah.
You, like, wake up and you're like, yo, what the fuck is that?
So in my humble
like,
opinion,
he's just like, yeah, bro, like, I'm just here chilling. Like, I didn't mean to, but, like, I got this fat chub right here. Like, what's going on? Like, it just happens.
So in my humble opinion, if a bitch or, I don't care. If you wake up to your significant other and their dick is hard, it is your job to take care of that.
Take care of the hard.
Yeah.
Every day?
Every damn day.
Oh my God.
I mean, shit, if they're playing League of Legends, you fucking do the same shit. However, if they're in the middle of a raid, don't be that bitch and fuck it up for them to where they fucking do aggro and fuck it up for everyone else. But if it's just regular morning wood, no problem. Take care of that, and you gotta do it. Like, I don't care how long you've been dating the person for. If you wake up before them and they got a fucking tent, you better get ready to go camping because tent. Like,
God damn.
You gotta do it.
All right.
What's funny is I feel like it's easier for, I feel like it's easier for people with dicks who are dating someone for their partner to, like, know, like, oh, I want to wake up and have my significant other give me head. But, like, if you got a lady bit down there.
Does it work the other way?
Well...
Do women get morning wood? In
a way, yeah, but, like, your partner isn't gonna know.
Like, we don't wake up fucking horny. We just wake up and our dick's hard.
Isn't that have to do with, like, partially needing to pee or something, too?
I have no clue. But a majority of the time, like, I have to make sure I pee before. Even if I'm like, no, I don't gotta pee, I'll be fine.
Because doesn't it, like, get clogged or, like, it causes, like, it gets stuck or it goes, like, or something?
I know you're supposed... It's healthy to pee after sex.
Oh, definitely.
Or after a nut. I know it's healthy to pee so you don't get, like, a UTI or something.
Big nut.
But, like, men always complain about the double stream. That's from, like, after you nut. Mm-hmm. Like, some nut drying. Like, on your dick. Okay. That's what causes the fucking double stream. It doesn't just randomly start doing that shit.
What's that thing called that the chameleons do? The plug, the fucking sperm plug, right? Sperm plug?
Yeah.
Okay, so technically I feel like it's because after guys nut, the reason they do a double stream is because it's like a Homo sapien version of a sperm plug. So he has chameleons. Basically, the chameleon are like birds in a way. They shit, piss, and come out of the same hole, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So every once in a while, you'll see what looks like bird shit, like in the cage, right? But rarely you'll see these very thick, not voluptuous. What's the word I'm thinking of? Oh, what the fuck is it called? It starts with a V.
Voluptuous.
Close, but it's like describing a liquid thickness.
Viscous.
Thank you. That's the word. Viscous. It's a very viscous, hardened thing. It's nut. It's just basically post nut. That's all it is.
It's a fat nut. That's
so
all.
So I'm thinking maybe like humans, XY humans, gotta deal with the same shit. It's just like stuck inside your guys' like tube or something.
No, it's at the end.
Oh, just like, can't you guys just like kind of like, doop?
Yeah, if you just fucking clean your dick after you nut, like
With, like,
then
a
it doesn't
Q-tip?
happen.
Oh.
I don't
Maybe
know.
the reason the double stream happens because people are just like, fuck, I need a piss.
Like if you don't and you just kind of leave that shit, what I notice is like I'll get fuzz like on the fucking end of my dick because it's hard.
Oh, probably because it gets
it's
stuck
like
to your like
the nut like will just like dry and like it'll pull fuzz.
from your
Or, like,
boxers and
fuzz
shit.
will stick from my boxers and then I'll get up and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, why my dick black?
One more dick black.
Why my dick black like that? I didn't know.
You
I
are
was
now too mad.
Yeah, I'm out here just fucking baba booey.
Baba boy. My name is Osmas.
Yeah, but now I know. Now I know. What happens if you walk in on your boy over here jacking it? What do? Do you just like, sorry bro, like my bad, like carry on, or do you like, well?
So there's a few ways you can go about this.
Let me just
Just the
finish
old
this bad boy up right here.
rage comic. Fat. Well, there's a few ways to go about that. Is it in the shower? Is it in the bed? Is it in the
Also, vice versa. What would you like if like if your boy over here like walked in on you, and you were like fucking like slapping that bad boy,
flicking the bean?
and would you be like, oh shit, like get out, or would you be like, oh shit, like what you doing right now, bud?
Hey boy,
That boy, would
let
you?
me see that dick, boy.
I hope you know what I mean.
Hey boss, let me suck at that dick. Well, if I were to walk in on it, personally, there's a few ways I would go about it. One, I'd probably, like, low-key, like, I'd probably be, like, very, like, shy at first. I'm like, oh, no, I didn't see that. Like, I'm invading their privacy. Like, oh, shit.
Oh shit.
But then
my
at the
bad.
same time, I finna pull, like, a Pornhub moment and be like, yo, that's kind of hot. Like, can I join? Or, like,
Yo,
do
let
I
me
gotta...
watch?
Yeah, I was like, can I watch, or do I gotta hide behind the door and like do it to myself to like, you know, play
God,
that role?
That shit would be really awkward if they were just like, yo, can I
Right.
watch?
Excuse me, sir. May I
Just
please
do
watch?
nothing else.
Just sit there. And then I'm just like, yes, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you. This pleases me.
Like critiquing. halfway through.
You need to slightly rotate your wrist a little bit more.
Yeah, you're gonna end up with like fucking arthritis if you don't do this right.
You're gonna get arthritis. Your dick is
You're
gonna
only
get a
using
little bit
your hand, like
scabbed.
you can like
Think you
just
fly off.
You know, if you bend back a little bit more, you can get the dick in your mouth, sir. Well, so anyways, those are
Think it's flying off.
my dick is flying off. Oh boy. Oh jeez, Goof, I didn't know you wanted to suck my cock. Oh, Mickey, I thought that you were not gay. Oh, Minnie doesn't know. I promise, Goofy, you can give me an old reach around, huh?
I don't like this.
So those are the two options. The third one is,
Goofy was wholesome.
oh no, I was until I went to Vietnam. Oh boy, Goofy in Vietnam, he was a dirty feller, huh? The third option is basically you just walk in and start sucking their dick, plain and simple.
Just walk in, you're like, yo, what's good?
Just go, come on,
I don't know.
Lewinsky.
It's kind of hard to catch dudes like
I feel like it's
like
a lot.
jacking it, unless they want you to know, or they got headphones on.
Nah, we fucking
Because-
play that shit out the entire house.
Yo, like when a dude be jacking it,
Like, Bender.
their senses are heightened beyond belief.
We got superpowers,
I could hear someone like peeling an apple in the kitchen, like If I'm sitting
I can
there
smell
jacking
colors.
I could fucking hear like an ice cube fall on the floor from like all the way across the house.
I can hear the flap of a
and
butterfly's wing.
I'd be sitting there, you know, I'd be doing my thing, and then something happens across the house, and I'd be like, you know, like pause, wait to see if you hear footsteps. If you hear footsteps,
It's the neighbors.
you like boom, like pop up the drawers real fast. You're gonna have to blue ball yourself in order to not get found.
When you watch porn, okay, so I know when I used to watch porn on like my computers and shit, like, okay, so if I knew or had the slight chance of knowing someone could be home or walk in, would you always keep your mouse like on the exit button, or were you a risky boy and just kept it up / leave it on the minimize?
Well, I would use like an Alt F4.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Keybind over
That's
here,
just
boy.
fast as fuck. I don't even gotta move my
I'm
hand.
fast as fuck.
I don't gotta find some shit. I just gotta be like boop boop, and then everything's fucking gone. But if I was
just
ever
delete
going
System
to,
32.
I just use like my cell phone, and like all you gotta do is just fucking boop, power that bitch off, and like
Just use Tor and watch
just
porn on
stick
your
that
phone.
shit in your pocket.
Just have it play in class and have it fucking Bluetooth to
Use that incognito tab on your phone.
Exactly.
The phone, most phones, like if you got an incognito tab open and you swipe down from the top like taskbar,
It usually like keeps it up.
you can just hit like close incognito tabs, and it'll just fucking close out everything.
Yeah, because I know usually with incognito, I typically will try to keep it like a single incognito one. My homie Zach, so this boy, excuse me, thank you, bless you.
Is he a multi-tab warrior?
So this boy is known as Eric Clapton in his world. Do you know who Eric Clapton is?
No.
He's famous for the song Cocaine. Anyways, my friend, he, like, me and my friend Cole, like, literally, we don't bully him, but we kind of, like, there's this joke where if Zach is focused on his phone, it's always because of porn. And literally, this dude, if you see him scrolling through his phone, it's not just, like, you know, Pornhub. It's, you got fucking Reddit, you got XNXX, you got X-Hamster, you got fucking the whole thing, and he's just scrolling through tabs and tabs and tabs of porn, and I'm just like...
Just trying to find that one, you know?
It's just because, like, he doesn't even like jerk off to it. It's just like, I don't know, it's like entertaining to him. I don't even know if his dick gets hard with it. It's just like
Twitter, you know?
Yeah.
Just scrolling through porn Twitter.
Pretty much. It's essentially who's the Zodiac killer who kind of looks like the old version of young George Miller. He's from Texas. He tried running for president.
I don't know. Ted Cruz?
That one. Yes. Thank you. So, thinking about porn and Twitter, I always think of him when he got caught liking some porn star's thing or whatever.
Hey, man, let the guy like whatever he wants to like.
And God
I
said,
sure hope my president beats his dick.
make porn great again.
I sure hope my president is not past beating his own dick.
Make porn patriotic again. You know what? As much as everyone dislikes Trump, do not come for me, you fucking social justice warriors, before I finish my sentence. I will say this now, and I will continue saying this because fuck Twitter, okay? Anyways, Donald Trump, you know how fucking gangster it is to actually become president and your wife is a fucking porn star? Like, you know how fucking OG that is?
That's hella OG.
Like, I don't like the dude. I think his kids are fucking stupid. Well, in all honesty, all presidents are just fucking puppets. He's no different than the last one. He's no different than the next one. He's just more entertaining, and that's why people are pissed off, you know? I didn't vote for him, but he
More
literally had the first lady be a fucking porn star. That's fucking OG.
Why can't we make the president a porn star? Johnny Sins for president.
Give me 10 years.
You'll be the president?
You gotta be 35 to run for president. I'm sorry I keep fucking hitting this. I feel like Michael Reeves, like, just fucking touching this, except I'm just bumping the fucking table.
Bumping shit.
I'm just, bumping it. Bump it, bump it, bump it.
Bump it.
Ah, bump the jams. Pump it up. I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
This one isn't really a question. All I wrote down was aliens, ?
Yes. So I could, whoo.
I kind of figured something.
You know what's funny?
with
Actually,
that.
I wrote you questions too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a first, I think. Everyone just kind of like lets me do the things, but I'm glad someone else is doing something as well.
I am also a giver. That's why I like the book and Jeff Bridges. Where the fuck did I put my bag? Fuck you, foot. So, aliens. Where to start? I'm backing up because if this hits this one more time, I'm fighting myself. So, aliens. So, to start off, and I'll be quite frank, let me start before Jesus. The Virgin Mary got knocked up by aliens. She was a virgin, right? And then one day, I remember being taught, the angels came to her and spoke to her, saying, you will be now impregnated with the child of God. What the fuck does that sound like? An alien comes, a Freudian slip. An angel comes to you in the middle of the night and all of a sudden says, hey, yo, you finna be pregnant now. But by the way, your hymen didn't break, so good luck. That sounds like alien impregnation. Jesus Christ was a space alien. He was a space Jew. He was half human, half alien. Hence why he had super fucking powers to do, the healing of this and that. Also, I believe he was also part cannibal or zombie because he drank blood, he ate the body. Not only that, when he died or whatever the hell and dipped for 40 days and 40 nights, he went back to fucking space. Plain and fucking simple. He didn't just chill out in a fucking cave like Fiona and Shrek. No. This motherfucker fucking went through a fucking portal gun or some bullshit, playing Gary's Mod, portal fucking gun. Whatever, but comes back resurrected.
He was dead in there.
Well, look at it this way. If something dies and comes back to life, by default, that is a zombie. And the idea of zombie isn't new, and there is a legitimate virus that's 30,000 years old that is called the Z virus, the zombie virus, because it is the one thing that recently has been defrosted, in the Russian, biology little bloop thing. Well, they have it. It's defrosted. It's old. I'm thinking God, not God. God is some kid playing fucking Sims. Whatever. But Jesus, the Jesus one, the one that is tangible in books, he had to have been knocked up. Well, not him. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, he's human alien hybrid with a little bit of zombie in there. Have you ever seen Z Nation?
No. Spooky movies are not my thing.
Well, see, it's not a movie. It's a TV show.
Oh,
if you are on decent terms with The Walking Dead, but you like comedy, a little bit of sci-fi, and the possibility of different genres of zombies. So, for example, whenever you watch a zombie movie, it's the typical zombies that are scary. They run. Fucking Left 4 Dead. You got Boomer who's fat. But these zombies in Z Nation, let's say, there's nuclear fallout. You get nuclear zombies that mutate. Let's say there's zombies inside of Chernobyl. You got glowing toxic zombies. Let's say there's fucking zombies in Kansas. Well, gee willikers, look at that. Zombies are flying in a fucking tornado. There's different genres of it. Anyways, the main character in it...
Are there sister fucking zombies? In Alabama?
Sort of.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have.
They don't show it, but it is definitely inferred. The main character in the show, his name's Murphy, and he may as well be like Jesus because he got given the zombie virus, got bitten 8 times by zombies, didn't die, and literally can control the zombies like mentally. So in a way, it's like
shit's pog as fuck.
It's so poggers, bro. But yeah, so aliens, yes, and they're here. Everywhere. More than you think. Like, what do you think? Have you ever had, like, an alien experience?
No.
Really?
I just knew that you would probably have something to say about it. That's why I said, I don't know. At some point, I was like, you know what? She would have an opinion about fucking aliens.
Aliens.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, dude, I bet there's something. There has to be something else out there, right?
But you've never, have you, seen ghosts or, anything like that?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no ghosts, nothing like that. I just have been real chill forever, If you're out there, ghosts, turn up.
It's me, your boy.
It's just me, your boy. Ghosts, please don't fuck me in my sleep. That's all I ask.
I have a story about that.
Yes.
So, I don't know what I did with my bag, but I had my questions. So, I think at least since like 3rd grade, I had decided that like a demon was fucking me because, and it was a joke at first until I got to high school, because I'd always wake up with like 3 scratches, like weird places, and I can't grow nails. I can't scratch myself, like, you know, it don't work like that. My body ain't be doing things. So I always joked, yo, a demon finna be fucking me in my sleep. And I remember a long time ago, I read this fucking like cliche ass meme. It was set up like just girly things, but it said, if you're afraid of the shadow man in your corner, just start vigorously masturbating and stare at him. So I started doing that, and I think it just made it worse, and it probably turned the...
Provoked him.
Yes, exactly. Slenderman was like, oh, this bitch freaky.
They be talking about dudes jacking off. I think demons don't want the dudes if they're jacking off. I think it just makes it worse if you're over here jacking off.
Maybe cum, like from guys, is just
demon
ectoplasm.
Repellent? Oh.
It's ghost ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm?
And only male ghosts can do it.
That's kind of makes it a little bit more gross. Like thinking of Ghostbusters. I'm thinking of Ghostbusters right now, and like that one time when he got slimed on by that fat one. Yikes.
Ghostbusters and Nickelodeon slime have never made more sense than now. Holy.
Nickelodeon. What do you think is in Nickelodeon slime?
Boogers.
That shit's kind of gross looking.
But I always wanted it on me.
I wish I was slimed.
I wish I was slimed. What the fuck? I want to go to Burbank.
How come Justin Bieber got slimed and I can't?
I mean, Justin Bieber.
J Biebs be out here fucking
Those are
sliming.
my initials. Justin Bieber also got shot on CSI, but so did Tobuscus, and he was called a fucking woman beater because all gamers, they just hate women.
Fucking Tobuscus out here.
Yeah.
Dude. Fucking Toby Turner out here be living his real life.
He be living though. Dude, fucking Onision really hates
Hello,
Toby Turner.
once again, audience.
Hello again, audience.
I like that guy. He was like the person that introduced me to Minecraft.
You know what's fucking crazy, and it never like clicked to me until like certain YouTubers like were sort of talking about it. But you know who Social Repos is, right? Social Retard, the one who cheated on Jacqueline Glenn.
I don't know.
The one who's the gothic Native American boy.
Nope.
Who sings.
None of that makes any sense to me right now.
Do you know who Jacqueline Glenn is?
Nope.
Do you know? Okay, well, let me acknowledge you on some YouTubers. You know who Moist Critical. You know Critical, right? Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay, so it got to the point to where Charlie got pissed off because, let me draw you a diagram.
A diagram.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm listening.
So Critical over here, fighting Chef Boyardee, right, in his game. Anyways, over here you got fucking Social Retard and Jacqueline Glenn Coco, right? So Social Repos, Jacqueline Glenn, and then Greaseball. Yeah. Okay, so Social Repos cheated on her all the time. Funny thing is, that's how he kind of got famous. The reason this bitch is famous, Jacqueline Glenn, is because she was friends with Onion Boy. But she also dated Toby Turner, and she's the reason Toby Turner even got the accusations of being a not so nice boy.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was just feeling bad for my boy over here, Toby.
Yeah, because you've heard about, like, the rumors, like, you know, kind of like
something about him being abusive or whatever.
Yeah. Essentially what happened was he was dating Jacqueline Glenn, and all it was her dad and him just really didn't get along. At least that's how I interpret it. I may not know, like, the details, which, you know, it's not my business. But from what I had picked up on, the reason Toby Turner kind of, like, went all rice coming is because of her and her dad. And, you know, next person she dates, same thing happens to him. However, except it was his fault in my opinion, because he was like fucking some other bitch the entire time they were dating. They even got engaged too.
Damn. First of all, I don't know how you can be like, yo, let me date you, boy. Let me date you, female. And then I'd be like, you know what dating means? Dating means like, I like you the most. You're the one that I want. And then you're like, wait a second. Like, is that pussy over there? Like,
Damn, I need
hold
that.
up. Are those some titties?
Where you just found
back.
that? What's funny is...
I don't know. Why don't you just stay single if you just want to, like, have multiple
Right.
pussies?
Well, however, the exception is if you're polyamorous, then that's fine. However, but you need to vocalize that with your partners. Otherwise, you know, shit gets fucked up. However, I don't know what relative it was, but they told me, Jazmyn, just so you know, men are like bulls and women are heifers. Once a bull gets one cow pregnant, he finna get tired of you and go fuck the rest of the herd. And I'm like, you just told me about Nostradamus like a week ago, and now you're telling me not to fucking get in a relationship because a man will want to fuck everyone else. Where the fuck? I was in Wyoming when I was told that, so there's a lot going on. And I don't think men are like that. I thought it was a very sexist statement. Men get thrown into the fucking traffic way too much.
I thought Wyoming was like, everybody just accepted that place didn't exist.
Fun. Well, so there is more residents in the city of Tucson than there is in the entire state of Wyoming. Wyoming is only good for Old Faithful and buffalo jerky.
Can we just Control-Alt-Delete Wyoming or no?
We'll game end it. We'll fucking make that the next Fortnite map and just blow it up, and it'll go fucking black screen
map.
for like, what was it, like a week?
We'll just add another crater or some shit like
Hell
that.
yeah.
We'll just call it Big Hole.
The big
Everyone will
hole.
be like, where we dropping? And it'd be like, Big Hole.
It'll be Two Mad's butthole.
I sure hope so.
Big hole.
His fucking starfish.
And you can hear in the background the soft echoes of Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Osmos. My name is Osmos. I am from the bushes.
I'm a fucking Baba Booey out here.
And then every once in a while, whenever you get a drop, you'll hear Max screaming, "Oi, fuck, cunt!" And that'll be, you know, the thing. Oh shit, we gotta fucking run to the drop, boys. Have you ever seen a kangaroo?
Like in person?
Mm-hmm.
No. But my mom said she would fight one. And
Dude,
when
kangaroos?
I had my mom on for the podcast, that was her answer for the fucking... what animal could you beat up with your two hands? Her answer...
She would do it without a weapon.
She said kangaroo, and I was like, Mom, you are retarded. The kangaroo would fuck you up in an instant.
Maybe a joey, but fucking A, they
My
nagging.
answer is ostrich.
Oh yeah, because they be hitting the head in holes.
They be gotten that long neck.
They
All
got
right,
that long. They're giraffes with feathers.
that's just a easy. You know, just fucking
I can literally hear that.
fucking turkey when I'm choking that ass.
Have you ever had ostrich jerky?
No, I think I've only ever had regular jerky.
Uncultured.
And maybe I think I've only ever had beef jerky and like maybe some turkey jerky, maybe some like deer jerky. I don't know.
Deer jerky's bomb. I've had buffalo and ostrich. If you want ostrich jerky, if you happen to be going to like San Diego or fucking Tucson or Mexico, when you're
If I'm leaving the state at all,
yes, it's about. I think it's right before or right after the walnut groves, but we have an ostrich farm. So you can, like, ride them,
we
pet them.
like your family.
No, we as in the state of Arizona.
Oh,
I mean, we
I was
live
about to be
in
like,
not
yo, hook
Arizona.
me up with them fucking ostriches,
Dude,
yo.
it's sick because you can literally buy eggs with the yolk in it, eat it, or you can buy it without the yolk and paint it and keep it. I used to have so many fucking ostrich eggs. Don't know why, but I had them. The ostrich jerky, though. Oh my god, that
shit
shit
slap?
tasting. Dude, it slaps more than a fucking Russian grandma. Like, it's just like, like, it's good.
Should be out here yummy.
Babushka be hella yummy.
Be yummy as fuck.
You know who's yummy? Not Justin Bieber. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, I know that's relevant to something, but I can't remember what. I don't know what that song is like. Why do I be losing things? I be losing my religion. insert reference. Do not copyright, or I will fucking fight I'll fucking fight. I can't pronounce her last name.
You remember like gummy worms, like the fucking sour ones?
I love gummy worms.
You remember like which one was the best? Like in my opinion, like the blue and the red one were.
Mm-hmm.
What flavor was that? Specifically the blue one, like blue side of it. What flavor is the blue side?
I don't know. It tastes like Gatorade.
Cause like what I do with the fucking gummy worms is I eat like the middle, and I like just eat one side.
I usually just kind of like.
And then I just nom the other part.
You know what's funny? That's how. So I don't like the Kardashians, but I remember watching something, and it was saying that they eat there's like anything from the middle, and so I'm like
retarded.
Well, you just said you ate the fucking gummy worm from the middle.
No, like I bite at the middle. So like if I was gonna eat it, I would eat all the one color first.
Oh, so you mean? Hold on.
So like the gummy worm, you know, with like its motherfucking flavors and shit. I would like eat all of the red color first, and then I would eat the other half.
So not the middle, but like, just you would do that side
like I would just chomp the blue one.
Oh, that's okay. That's different.
But the red flavor is supposed to be strawberry, but the blue is grape.
Why? I bet you that whoever the fuck made it was colorblind.
It's fucking grape. You're welcome.
I want to eat one now.
Grape. Think about it.
I'm pissed.
Blue is not grape.
Blue is not grape. They're fucking colorblind.
What the fuck?
A 10!
What the fuck?
You just like, thumbs up, you're like...
That fart was hella loud.
That was like an air horn, hell yeah.
I thought he was like
He's all
moaning.
giggling.
He's over there like, no, that's a fucking toot, dude. That's a motherfucking toot, dude. God damn.
Give myself a pat on the back right now.
Give yourself an up top for that one. Oh my god.
I'm really curious as to where I put my fucking bag because I wrote you questions down. Am I just retarded?
Question.
I got too many chromosomes because I don't know where the fuck my shit is.
Damn. Too many chromies.
Too many chromies. Call me. No, I'm not even gonna insert that because I don't want Elijah coming for me.
While you look for that, think of an answer for this question. When I had Andrew on, Andrew was the first guest I had on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew from Fries. He was the guy who would always cook the foods in the mornings. But
oh, the cute one with the glasses.
With the glasses,
yeah.
He was
the one that Tim liked.
He was the homie.
Oh, okay.
But he was the first guest, so I asked him this question: if you could have like a secretary that would like come in whenever you wanted to like, give you head, like who would it be? A secretary. Who would it be?
I have my answer, but I don't want to have to say it in case, like, just the off chance, because in my brain, I don't see them as a secretary. I see them as, oh my god, I'm gonna fight you.
Sorry.
The author of this book.
I mean, as long as it's not on my fucking cords.
It's not on your cords. I'm sorry.
I'll grab one real fast, don't worry. Keep thinking. Keep saying words.
See, I'm like really nervous to say my answer because I don't want it to look like I'm like objectifying them.
Here's my second towel, sir.
Here, you can use my jacket if you'd like. Here's this dude.
I don't know if I had an answer for that question myself, but...
See, I have an answer, but, like, it's kind of an obvious answer, but I don't want to objectify them. So if they're consenting and willing, and not my secretary. I'll be their secretary, okay? But it's George Miller, a.k.a. Joji, a.k.a. Pink Guy, a.k.a. Filthy Frank, the first one in the original. Yeah. So, George, if you see this, bro, I've been trying to bang your line for way too long. It's your turn now. But yeah, who's yours? Is yours like a movie star person?
I don't know. I never like really actually gave thought to the question. It was just other people answering my question.
I'm gonna guess yours is Pokimane.
I don't know if I.
Don't say cocaine.
Eric Clapton, no cocaine. Have you ever done cocaine?
No.
Would you?
No.
He looks more like a crack though.
Would you do crack?
No.
Pussy.
None of that shit like appeals to me. I don't know. Weed barely appeals to me.
No, I agree. I used to smoke way too much weed in high school, and now I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to get back. Well, weed got ruined for me for a few reasons. One of which is because I did so many psychedelics.
I mean, I allegedly smoke weed.
Allegedly.
It's
It's legal here now. We can talk about it. You just can't do the act.
legal in January.
It's
I
illegal.
guess it's not gonna be in the stores until
Wait, so it's
March.
oh, it's like with the nunchucks things. You gotta wait 60 days.
You know, actually got that pretty good.
Do you remember when they passed nunchucks?
No.
So
I know that all blades are allowed in Arizona. There's no blade that you cannot own here.
you can't take it to Comic-Con anymore, though.
Well, not in like conventions and
We
shit like
used
that.
to be able to.
Places where like they have their own rules, but like there's no law saying that you can't have like a fucking like butterfly knife or like a katana or some
That's
shit like
true.
that. Just owning the weapon in general.
Well, it depends if you're on probation or parole. Then you're not allowed to have a fixed blade more than 6 inches in length.
And depending on who you are and whatever your job is and or what you've been in trouble for, your hands could be considered weapons anyways. So wielding whatever could add to that. However, my nunchuck thing, it was like the month that I stopped working at Fry's, Doug Ducey had, for some fucking reason, probably a distraction, but I giggled at it. He literally approved to allow nunchucks being legalized as like a form of combat. So you can walk around downtown Phoenix, and just fucking hold nunchucks. If some motherfucker comes at you and like goes, "Hey fool, you want a 1v1?" You just fucking start swinging those bitches out, and you can't get arrested for it.
You want a 1v1 nunchucks versus your hands?
Mm-hmm.
I think brass knuckles are still not allowed.
You
They're
just
gonna be
don't
sold
get
as a
caught.
paperweight.
They're just a paperweight.
Yeah.
Just be
So
like,
are bodies.
I mean, I don't use these. I just use it to weigh down my papers.
It's just a
I
fashion statement.
currently deal with so many papers on a regular basis. I carry a paperweight around with me.
Shut the fuck.
Just in case.
I make so much
It's not a pipe. It's a fucking paperweight.
It's not a pipe. It's a vase.
This is where I keep my flowers.
This is where I keep my grandfather's ashes.
Damn. No, like, let me search that.
James wants to make urns again.
He wants to what?
Make urns again.
Oh yeah, his brother for a living used to make fucking coffins.
My dad does currently.
Your dad's doing it now? I thought your dad's a
My
photographer.
dad's always done it. James just started doing it. He's been doing it for like 5 years.
I thought your dad just did photography.
No, he hasn't done that for a while.
I fucking found out. So his brother makes coffins, right?
Mm.
And I was like, "Oh, you do wood projects. My stepdad does wood projects." And he's all like, "Who was your stepdad?" I was like, "Oh, insert name here." And he's like, "Oh, I'm actually friends with him on Facebook." I was like, "What the fuck?" I just meet him. This is like a year ago. I was like, "I just meet him, and this motherfucker, his brother, knows my dad, my stepdad." And I'm like, "What?" And like 2 months before meeting him, I like practice dated someone who I had found out. Okay, so whenever I date someone, they have to be my friend for a while, and then like I don't know, I'm like weird. I can't date strangers, and I can't just meet someone and date them. So I decided I'm gonna do exactly what I don't do, and I met this person November 23rd of last year. I was like, Then we start dating, and I'm like, I don't do that, but I was just like, I gotta get out of my comfort zone. Fucking find out this motherfucker who I literally just met, have never seen before in my entire life, and met him through a person who was like in a totally different spectrum of like group. The dude not only I find out he's the cousin of one of my ex-boyfriends from high school who lived in my old neighborhood, but he was the person who lived in my high school house before I moved into it.
It's a little weird.
Yeah. My life.
You're like, which room did you have? Like, I had the one next to the laundry room.
He had my mom's room.
Damn, he had the good room.
No, my room I could sneak out in. But whenever I'd hop out the window, I'd hit the bush. But that's okay. I did a lot of psychedelics in that house. There's a lot of ghosts in that house. Very spooky.
Damn. I've been wanting to do mushrooms for a long time. I've never done mushrooms.
If you ever want to do them and you want like a babysitter, that's what I used to do for my friends all the time. Like when I used to go to ACP, these kids, we were on a field trip to go to the ASU Art Museum, and these two kids were like, Jazmyn, we're frying on mushrooms right now. Like, can you please like be our grandma? Like, you know, it's like our caretaker. I was like, got you. Let's go buy some Sunny D, boys. And so our school, the way we did it, we don't take a school bus and go there. The kids like take their own vehicles and go. And so these motherfuckers are fucking frying. I'm all like, this will be fun. So we go get some orange juice. We go to the art museum, and I'm having to carry these two little kids. They're older than me, but like through the museum so they can experience each room and this and that. And then one of my friends was going to college at the time, and so I hit them up. I'm like, hey, do you have a joint on you? Because these kids are fucking on mushrooms right now. I want them to smoke. And he's like, yeah, go out to the fucking grass. So I take them out, and they're like, oh my god, it's a different world out here. Holy shit. I was like, it's okay, just come on. I'm gonna get you some bud. Like, bleh. And then so we go outside. I get them stoned, and I'm just like, I did my job. We're good. So if you want to experience mushrooms, like, the number one rule is make sure you're like in a good mood. You like, if it's your first time, especially, be in a good mood from the minute you wake up. If something bad happens throughout the day and it's constantly like lingering over your shoulder, depending on your mindset and how strong you are with like being able to like, because everything's mind over matter. If you're not good at like unpsyching yourself out, it can cause you to have like a bad trip. I've never had a bad trip in my opinion. I've had very intense ones, but I've never had a trip to where I turn into a glass of orange juice and get stuck the rest of my life. Yeah. But basically, you want to be in a good mood all day. Be around people who you're comfortable with and you know make you feel safe. Be in an area that you find comfort in. But I also recommend going outside and just kind of like taking everything in as well. And the number one thing is, if you're not good at handling like... So basically, being on mushrooms is like... There's a reason people get woke, you know, and whatever, because everything is so hypersensitive, not just like your mind, but literally like your third eye opens up, your brain, because you know how they say we're only using like 10% of our brain? Well, more of it's opening up, and you know, you discover more things about yourself, you know, small little details make more sense, nothing is a coincidence, and not just that, but like your body is more sensitive, like you're very in tune. That being said, I always recommend, and what I always do is I make sure to stay off my phone, because I can't handle like, holy shit, like what if all these people start talking to me, and like how am I going to focus on that? Because when you do mushrooms, at least for your first few times, or if you're a veteran, there's certain moments that you need to be with yourself first, and then once you're a little bit more experienced or this or that or more comfortable with it, then yeah, you can go on your phone, look at some memes here and there, no problem. But like, I just know with a lot of people I've seen doing it for the first time, they get very overwhelmed and they get stuck on their phone because like, oh no, my mom's messaging me now, oh no, I gotta go to dinner, oh fuck, this friend needs right, you know what I mean? There's just so much that can happen, and during that time you need to focus on yourself and just kind of just enjoy it, you know?
I always thought of like going to the park or something.
Do it.
Like going on a walk.
I recommend it. Put some headphones in and just take a walk and just kind of like observe every little thing and take in things you normally wouldn't. So like, let's say you're walking and typically, you know, you always pass like this fire hydrant, right? But you never think to look at it. Well, when you're tripping, fucking sit down next to that fire hydrant and just look at it, you know? Like, everything has its purpose, and like, there's a reason everything is where it is, kind of thing. And so just kind of admire it. Like, fuck, even thank it for being there. Because for all we know, that could have been that could have been another human in a past life, and now they're condemned to be a fire hydrant. Acknowledge it, let it know it's loved. Yeah.
Imagine getting, like, reborn as a fucking fire hydrant or, like, a rock.
Yup.
That, like, fucks up some skater's day.
Yup.
Then they're like, this damn ass rock, and then they kick you. Oh, man.
This damn ass rock. Insert Dwayne Johnson. The one rock that made it.
Yeah, there's, like, this guy I follow on Snapchat, and he's, like, I call him the mushroom guy.
The mushroom
guy. But
guy.
he, like, grows mushrooms, and he's, like, a hippie. And he's, like, the stereotypical hippie.
Hell
like,
yeah.
sells acid and fucking, like, edibles and mushrooms that he grows himself. And, like, I just really enjoy his Snapchats because it's like, I don't know, I watch him and he's like, research geoengineering, people. He's like taking a Snapchat of the fucking clouds. And he's like, you guys see this shit? You guys see this shit? This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Tomorrow, it's gonna be colder. You know why? Fucking clouds.
Was it colder?
I don't know.
You should, when he starts saying, like, weird shit like that, does he live in Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay, when he
I
says
wanna get
weird shit like
mushrooms
that
from him.
again,
If I'm gonna do mushrooms, it's only gonna be his. Because he puts, like, so much fucking energy into these things.
he has to, well, yeah, so basically, if you ever buy something like that for someone, you want to make sure they put love into it and not, I know it sounds cliche, but, like,
He does.
He
puts hella vibes into these things.
And that's good because, like, it's the same way with your food. Would you rather eat a steak that came from a fucking place that, the animals were beat to shit? Like, literally, you got fucking people punching them fucking Rocky Balboa style, making them depressed, shooting them with heroin. These cows are sad. Would you rather eat that steak? Or would you rather have the steak that, is, grass-fed and happy and, yes, there's a cesspool in the backyard, but it's okay because I have a nice little life. Most likely you'd want the cow that's not doing heroin. It would taste better. And you can, like, because every endorphin and energy, whatever, because all energy is just matter that we can't see. It's still there. We just can't see it in our human eye. Yeah, I know.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Really out here enlightening my fucking ass.
You're welcome.
I'm out here, like, feeling like I'm fucking on drugs and I'm just talking.
Dude, I constantly feel like I'm having a never-ending acid trip. And it's not because I'm perma-fried. It's because I've always been like this. And I feel like doing psychedelics makes me have an excuse for thinking the way I do. Because, like, I tell people, they're like, are you fucking, like, frying right now? Like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, I'm organically frying. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's intense.
Drug test me. Don't drug test me.
You know what's awesome about being a bald bitch? They can't drug test my hair strands. Because you know how they'll pull, like, hair and, like, test it?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I know that's a thing, but, like, I've never had it happen to me. I've only been drug tested, like, twice.
So, hypothetically speaking, if you were to get a job in, like, upper...
Well, I had to get drug tested to get work at the airport. That's why.
What kind of drug test? A mouth swab? Or do they make you... Do they watch you pee?
No.
Do you gotta go to task?
I had to go to, like, some LabCorp place or something like that.
LabCorp.
And they were just like, yo, like, here's the cup. Like, go in the bathroom. There was, like, a box in there. Empty your pockets. Put that shit in the box. Lock it. Give me the key. I was like, okay. And he's like, all right. Now go pee in the cup. Don't flush.
Did they pay for it, or did they make
My
you
company
pay?
did, yeah.
Okay, that's good at least.
And then I was like, yo, I'm going to sit on the toilet backwards. Because
Sitting
that's
on
going
the
to make
toilet.
this shit, like, way more fun.
Sitting on the toilet.
You ever sit on the toilet backwards?
Yeah, because one time I wanted to eat food. No, I was having cereal and I wanted to use it as a table.
I've done the exact same thing. I'm lactose
Beautiful.
intolerant.
Most white people are.
And I just wanted to enjoy, like, a good-ass bowl of, like, fucking whole milk cereal.
I just wanted that good bowl early in the morning. Cheerios.
And, like, I don't know. I was, like, about to take a shower or something, and I was like, you know what? This sounds fucking good. You know, downside, gotta take your pants all the way off. If you're gonna do it, like, just... If you think about it, just fucking do it.
Just get fucking full on naked, eat some
Unless you're wearing
cereal.
shoes. If you're, like, not wearing shoes and, like, go ahead and give it a shot, like, you just gotta take your pants all the way off, and then you can sit on the toilet backwards, and it's like, you got somewhere to put your arms. Like, you can just enjoy the shit that you're about to take.
What if we were meant to sit on the toilet the other way?
Why else would there be a tank right there?
Because, yeah, you're right. Because if it was just a tank,
Except
just to
if
hold
your
water,
toilet doesn't have enough water in it, then you'll just end up taking a shit and it'll like beach.
Oh, yeah, it just gets stuck. Like, the beach whale's like,
It'll like beach whale, you know, and then you'll be like, it smells like shit in here. And you'll look down and you'll be like, oh, there it is.
I wonder what happens in a bidet if, like,
you sit on it backwards?
well,
Just fucking
yes,
sprays
but
your
like,
balls.
what if you shit on a bidet and it beach whales? Like, how you finna, like, get it to go bye-bye? Because there's no, like, you know what I mean? There's
Bidets don't wash your shit down.
It washes your butthole,
Yeah, it washes your butthole.
but it's still, like, a normal little swirl on it and everything. Because, like, I've never seen a bidet, but I know, like, in Japan they have some toilets where it's just, like, an intake cell where it's just a hole, but it squirts at your booty hole.
Hell yeah.
But I'm just wondering, like, what if it gets stuck, but there's no way to, like, manually flush it or get toilet paper to, like...
To like push it down the hole.
I guess you just fucking fist it.
I'm sure they just expect you to take care of it yourself.
They'll just call up the girls
Stomp
from
it.
2 Girls, 1 Cup.
I don't want to think about that right now.
They'll just be like, we got an issue
I don't want
on
to think. I
aisle
don't want to think
5.
about this. I don't want to think about this.
We got a 2-in-1. Can you
I
please send
know.
those girls
I know, I'm
down?
thinking about it. Uh-oh. I don't like
Chocolate.
this. I don't like this. I don't like this. One of my friends, and not one of my friends, one of my acquaintances in elementary school told me to look that shit up, and I was like, "The fuck? Is this like ping pong or some shit? Like,
Is this ping pong?
Is this like beer pong or some shit?" I was like, "That's probably gonna be cool." And I looked it up, and I was like, "Why is it kind of hard to look up like on Google? Like, it just doesn't pull up." And then I finally found like a link, and I think it was like a Reddit link, and it was like, here's the link. Everyone's like, where's the actual video? And I was like, oh, they're cool, here it is. And then my dad like saw the history, and he was like, the fuck are you doing? Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, some kid told me to look this shit up, and I was like, I don't know how like got there.
I remember getting fucking trolled with Meat Spin and Lemon Party. Meat Spin, I thought that shit was so fucking funny, and it was because of the song. You spin me right round, baby.
I like
right
Meat
round.
Spin.
I love that shit because
That
it even
shit's
has
funny
a
as
counter
fuck.
on it.
That shit's funny as fuck.
I loved it. Now, Lemon Party, I fucking hated because that shit would blue screen your computer. Like, the screen of death, because it made it... I don't know who the fuck made that website, but they, like... At one point, I think one of the little pop-ups that show up is telling you to do the System 32 thing. Don't. But, like, you know, it's like you can't exit out. Like, don't turn off your computer because something bad happens. Low-key, I think that was probably one of the...
So I never actually went to that website because people told me not to. Like,
Well, I
they
think it
warned
was-
me before.
I think it was one of the first forms of, like, spreading viruses. Was that specific website. Because
Good.
how else could it control your computer that much to where you can't exit out of it? Like, there's no... Like, you literally had to turn off your computer. That, to me, sounds like a virus.
What would pop up like when you went to the website? Like, what happened?
So when you would pop up and you would try to exit out, it would have another thing pop up saying, you know, some excuse. And it was almost like a game. Like, you're playing a game. Every time you go to click X or exit out on the pop-up, it would just be another, like, thing. It was like playing tag, but never ending. It's like cat and mouse, but you're always going to be the mouse. And the cat is, like, Schrodinger. It just doesn't
Well, like,
fucking
if you
stop.
go to the website, like, what shows up?
So it's this video or a GIF technically. It's a bathtub and it's like 3 to 5 old guys just fucking each other in a train.
In
And
a
it doesn't stop.
bathtub?
Mhm. And they're old fat Santa Claus looking boys.
Damn.
Like, yeah. And it's got like, I remember even like seeing like a curtain like in the corner. Like and it looked like it was on Newgrounds, but I don't think it was. But that was like the vibe of the website. But it was just the video.
Imagine, like, sending that shit to your grandma. And she's like, what the fuck is this? And you're like, sorry, grandma, like, wrong link.
See, I was smart. I don't know how, but I was smart with shit like that because, like, I know I started, like, observing that shit early on in my, like, pioneering days on the internet. Now...
Look it up right now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dude, I would, but... yeah. Cannot be seen in this country. I don't know what it is with, like, our generation in particular, but I think we were pretty decent about, like, you know, knowing to clear browser history and just whatever. We were very sneaky decently. Now, my little sister was not so much. She got caught. She thought so she goes to Farmers Only thinking it's like a game like Farmville. Steals my grandma's credit card, adds it, and my grandma and mom catch her using Farmers Only, not knowing what it is. But one, you get creepy motherfuckers like messaging her. They know she's a kid. And two, when she had her first tablet, my mom caught her watching gay porn, and I was like,
like lesbian porn or like
No.
two dudes porn.
two dudes.
She's a girl. Like that shit's like.
But I don't think she watched it for pleasure. I think it was more so like out of curiosity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was more so like
I think as a dude, we can say like I've seen some weird shit on the internet, and I've been like, what the fuck is up with this? Like, let me see this like real fast. I'm not there to be like,
right.
This is some weird shit. Like, let me get my dick ready.
You're
but
like, whoa, this exists.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What is this title? Like,
I
7 dudes in the back of a bus. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's just next on MTV.
I'm like, click on that shit. I'm like, gay. All right, I'm out of here.
Hey.
But at least I know.
good.
At least I know now. Like, it's re-uploaded with a different title, same thumbnail. I know what it is.
I remember the first time I saw something considered like, not porn, but like it was like considered like two guys being intimate, right? I used to use this website called Glitter Graphics, and that was where I used to get all my HTML coding for my like the PNG shit, so I could put it on like my MySpace or like iView when I would like decorate my profile. And I remember they added like a video section to it, and it was like it was in the era of right when YouTube came out, and it was around the time of like Make Me Bad 35 and fucking like early Smosh, early Shane Dawson, you know, that early of YouTube. I mean, fuck, the generation of when Weezer fucking did, what was it, Hash Pipe, or was it Pork Beans? I don't know. Where, you know, old YouTube. This website obviously ripped from that and started posting those videos. In reality, I realized it was just links to YouTube videos. But I remember seeing, there was like a section of like, it was the emo section, and all it was just fucking porn, but like soft core. So there were like
they
girls.
hide it in the emo section.
Yeah.
The smart boys.
Right. So basically, it would either be, and it was always like same-sex couples, right? So the first one I remember watching was these two girls, and you know, like as an adult, I know now it was like an intro to a porn. But the videos would never show that because it would always be so softcore. I remember fucking the first time I saw like two bitches like going all into it. They're all like fucking doing this and that. And I was like, we're allowed to do that? You know? And then when it came to the guys, it was just like hardcore, like making out and with their swooshy hair. It looked like Smoshy and Smosh Anthony. And just, you know, and actually no, it was more like Gerard Way and yeah, those fandoms. But I'm just like thinking like, this is a thing. People do this. And I have no issue with it, but I never knew in my brain, like, one, at that age, you're allowed to, like, do things. Two, I never knew that, like, you know, being the same, like, sex, you're allowed to, like, do that. And I'm just like, whoa, this is so cool. Like, the internet, like, we're literally pioneers. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We just didn't have to fucking do the Oregon Trail. We played the Oregon Trail. We watched commentary on the Oregon Trail.
Watch Let's Plays of
yeah.
the Oregon Trail.
We even pioneered Let's Plays.
We got dysentery playing the Oregon Trail.
My favorite video for Oregon Trail is when Critical's doing it. I remember I played that in high school because we started talking about it in class. I was like, excuse me, sir, I have a video for this. And he's like, is it educational? And I was like, is it educational? It's the Oregon fucking Trail. Yes, it is. So I put on Critical's video of him playing the Oregon Trail, and my teacher played it all, like, for the lesson. I was so happy. I also had him start playing. He was
like, this shit's funny as fuck.
Yeah. He started, like, referencing, like, current events and, like, past events in, like, American history. And I was able to reference South Park episodes to that. And because of that, I was like, hey, if I'm able to find you a South Park episode that's relevant to our lesson, will you play it? Moral of the story, yes, he did, because I was able to find a lesson to the point where, like, at the end of the school year, he made me an award for, it was called the They Turker Gerbs Award, and it was because I was able to, like, do that. But I'm still more proud that I was able to play the Oregon Trail in class.
Did you find those questions or no?
I don't know where the fuck my purse is. If you see a red bag with a nun and a ball gag on it, that's mine.
Shit's gone.
Yeah, I'm telling you, shit just disappears on me. Like, the universe, she's like, hey, Jazmyn, go fuck yourself. And I'm like, damn, I will.
Did you just, like, come up with these yesterday or, like, today?
I was working on them, like, while I was...
Did you leave in the front room, maybe?
No, like, I brought it all in here. Like, I remember I, like, squatted and fucking, like...
That shit just...
I'm telling you, shit will just, like, disappear on me. Okay, I looked in this bad box.
It's in there? It's in the bag?
Dude, I looked in my bag 12 different times, because why wouldn't
12
I?
different times, why not? Yeah.
Now it's here. I'm gonna fucking...
Alright.
I'm gonna game end myself.
We'll give it a good 15 minutes of questions. And then
Hell
we'll
yeah.
probably call it there.
I'm down.
Because I still gotta go to sleep.
Gotta go night-night?
Yeah. Gotta work.
Yeah, you're probably fucking exhausted.
I gotta work early, too.
Do you like working at the airport more at nighttime or during the day?
I like the mornings.
Like,
Because then I get to see the sunrise.
that shit is pretty over at Sky Harbor. And the smell of the
It's not as rough, either. Mornings are not as bad.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, I got like 3 pages. Okay, so. Fuck off. Okay, so, when I wrote, like, questions, and I also wrote things I wanted to, like, bring up to you because I thought it was, I don't know, I giggled at myself. So, the first thing my homie had said, like when I had him, like, watch your podcast, and then he even said it right when we hopped on Discord. He's like, whoa, he's got a great voice. And I'm all, like, listening to you talk, and I'm like, yo, you sound like Corpse Husband if Corpse Husband, like, became a Twitch streamer, like, before reading copypasta, or not copypastas, creepypastas. You totally different voices, but, like, if you two were to be playing a game together, you two would be shipped. You know what I mean?
Me and that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should just start reading stories.
You know what? I was thinking... So, I've always been nervous about making content because I know what I want to do, but it's more of, like, I'm not confident. So, one of my backup plans was to start reading books on Pornhub. Because you know how PewDiePie will stream reading books? I was like, well, why don't I just do that on Pornhub? That one dude is the sentimental boyfriend and doesn't even get naked. Why can't I be the fucking librarian?
Book bitch?
The book bitch. Let me see.
I don't know. Honestly, when I hear myself back, like, over recordings and shit, I don't know, I don't think of it any different. But that's because it's me.
Right.
And I don't really like my voice that much.
Well, okay, so you do have a good voice, but you're probably used to it at the same time because of the fact of being you may or may not be comfortable, but you're at least used to, like,
I do have, like, a microphone voice. I have a voice that, like, comes out when I speak, like, in conversation, and I have a voice that I use, like, in a normal day-to-day.
Like a reverse customer service voice.
Yeah, kind of.
Nice.
So, like, when I'm online a lot, my voice gets a lot deeper. Like,
Probably because you're more comfortable, like, you're more at ease, you know what I mean?
It's more chill. But in person, I gotta be a little bit louder. And, like, voice is not as deep because I can't be loud and deep at the same time. So it's...
Are you sure about that?
I don't want to talk about it.
You're like, my exes tell me otherwise.
I can only be quiet and deep.
Quite deep. Deep fakes.
Anyways, yeah. It's about as far as I get.
I kind of relate to the, like, microphone voice thing, except my microphone voice isn't, like, you know, like, just talking. I've had 2 spontaneous incidents. Plural version of incident. Where I've ended up in a recording studio. And, like, both involved Eric Clapton's famous song. And people I've never met before. The first time was last year in... Did you know that Alex Trebek died? Sorry, not the point. It was like last July. I ended up meeting someone who who has produced, mixed, and mastered for like Ariana Grande and MGK and like someone else. And the person I was with wasn't even my friend, but they were friends with one of my best friends. And so my best friend wasn't even there, but it was one of his friends and the producer. And they're like, hey, let's put you in the booth. Like, have you ever, like, fucking blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, no. And so they made me, like, do one of my karaoke songs. And it was, like hearing it and this and that, it was, like, two totally different things. Same thing happened when I went to Portland last year in September. Either I stay in a hotel room with a dude who wants to take advantage of me, or I leave with 3 strangers I've never met to go do party favors in a recording studio in, fucking Portland. Well, I choose that option, and it was a great decision because the same thing happened.
Party favors.
Woo! AKA nachos.
Heyo.
Ayo. But, I prefer that experience more because a parody that I made because I thought I got cheated on when I was in high school, they ended up making my parody into like a legitimate song and everything. And anytime they would play it back to like ask me advice, both times, I don't like listening to myself. Like, if I ever send someone, like, a voice memo, I will never listen to myself back unless I'm reading, like, a copy pasta. But I can't rewatch videos of myself. I can't re-listen to voice memos. Videos, I slowly got better with because there was a time where I was, like, trying to learn how to be more comfortable with, like, filming in public kind of thing. But for some reason with my voice, I, like, freak out. Like, I can't, like...
What helped me is, like, skate filming. I feel like I look like a goober when I skate because I'm just long and lanky and, like, I look weird, like, when I'm doing things and, like, other people look more natural doing it. I don't know. But that's just the way I think I look. I think other people just, like, are like, oh, cool, you did a flip thing or something. But that got me better with, like, being, like, fine with being filmed. And then I started making, like comedy sketch things. And... like on my same YouTube channel that gets like all these like videos get posted, like there's a handful that like are on there that I for a while before I moved out of my mom's, like I started filming like sketch videos because I was getting really excited about making them, and like every day for like a week I was making like these videos, and I was just like hell yeah, and I'll make them and I'd send them to my friends. And I'd be like, yo, is this fucking funny or what, boys?
Hey, fellas.
It would be like when you lean back in your chair too far and then you tip over and you fucking eat shit. And it was like me with like under my desk, like my foot like holding me, you know, how you kind of like hold yourself up.
Yeah.
My foot slips and I just fucking fall back and eat shit. But there's like one of those and like.
See, I feel like that's good because like I totally understand like when you watch back like. I feel like it's more so when other people record you, you know what I mean? Everything just looks kind of like weird, or at least I feel like you're hyper focused on all of the flaws you notice about yourself, which may not even be flaws to other people, but it's because like, childhood trauma, whatever. But like going about it in the way that you did with like, make it into a comedy sketch, when you make it more fun, I butchered the fuck out of that, but I'm not acknowledging it. When you like make it more fun, it's sort of like the saying of like make fun of yourself before anyone else can. That way they can't get enjoyment from it, but people can still enjoy the fact that they see you having fun. Because like one thing I admire about you is that like you don't just do shit because like you're money hungry. You do it because you fucking enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like it's a passion. Like it's like you love it. And like yeah, if you can make money from it and you start making money from it, like you're going to, I know you're going to, but you're not like that's not your number one goal. Like you just love it. And it's so rare to see people doing something because they have genuine care about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, podcasts, like especially the podcast, I do just for me.
I love that. That's awesome.
I don't know. I like talking to people. I think it's fun. I like setting the shit up.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm actually like doing something.
Yeah, it's like
I'm like,
that.
yo, like I got like this is like a studio, dude. Like this is weird.
It is. You
like,
know
that's
what?
a bed. This was a guest room. It's a bed. That's like a sheet that went on the bed.
You can use this as a fucking green screen.
I have a green screen.
Shut the fuck up. God damn it. Oh, of course you do.
I have a green screen. I cut out like a circle. I'll show you a video after this that I made like with a piece of green screen that I cut out.
I'm so excited.
It was like one of those like comedy sketches that I made. It was like one of the best ones I think, in my opinion, I've made because like I don't know. I think it's filmed the best. It's like a minute long. It's just fucking hilarious. And,
I like envision, but like
I make myself laugh like making these videos, and I think it's the best.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. If you can't laugh at your own fucking videos, why the fuck even make comedy videos?
My friend Hayden, I went to Utah because that's where he lives, to help him build a PC. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to build a gaming PC.
Did he get a blindness
And I was like, hell yeah, I'll go out there and I'll help you build it. Just buy the parts. And so I went out there and helped him build it, and we put it together. And he wanted to like make videos and like edit videos and stuff. And so I was like, I'll show you what I use, and like you can kind of like work off of that. And then we had like a group chat with like the homies,
yeah,
like the day one like growing up together homies, and because he's one of those. And he was like, yo guys, like film like a little video and then send it to me because I want to try to edit it all together. And I was like, all right, I've been working on this. so I filmed that video and I sent it to him, and like what he basically did was like film himself in a green screen like over top of my video. And I was like, all right,
that's brilliant.
He just kind of like took most of my video and like tried to make it in like a back and forth with me and him, and
that's
like
awesome.
I was like, damn, this shit's kind of cringe to watch, but
I
like
love cringe.
It's just kind of cringy to watch, knowing like how much effort he put into this video.
But for his first try, you have to admit that's fucking creative as hell.
Yeah.
Because most people would have just done a transition and like only that into whatever.
Because he was like asking me questions. He's like, so like, how do you use a green screen? And I was like, oh, you're gonna get a green screen? And I was like, dude, all right, okay, let's see. Because he's not the kind of guy I would like ever put to like make videos and stuff like that. But we just like play Rocket League together like sometimes, and that's the best.
That's
like
badass.
Do you want to go through another question? I think we have time for like maybe 2 more.
Let's see. Oh, one thing I want to bring up before I bring up a question. When I was watching one of your episodes, I lost my shit. Like, I could not stop fucking laughing. Like, I was snort laughing when your friend was like, you guys were talking about, like, sucking dick, right? And you're like,
As we do. We tend to suck dick.
So you're like, you all were like, so how far can you go? Oh, like you were like only to the third vein, and he was all like, yeah, like once it gets like right there, like that shit's hard. And he goes, I respect women and gays.
Oh, I remember which one that was. That was my friend Michael and my friend Annika.
Yeah.
That one of those that podcast when she talks about fucking anal. Like,
yeah.
It lose my shit. I don't think I've laughed that hard in
she
a
had
long
feet
time.
on her shirt.
Yeah, I'm a woman. And yes, I have feet. Or I think it was her shirt. And that shit was the best. I miss that girl so much. That was the first time I'd seen her since fucking high school, and that was the best. She'd only gotten better from what I remember. God, Annika, if you're out there, fucking thank you. That shit was great.
You guys are cool as fuck. For a lady to have acknowledgement of being a lady and having feet, that's a 10 out of 10. For you, the other person, I respect. And I'm pretending to point at your friends right now. The dude who sat, I think, right here. Thank you for respecting women and gays. And then Hudson, thank you for being Hudson.
I'm just here to get the fucking dick questions out.
He just here to get that pussy, boys.
I'm just here to try and up my chances of getting some online pussy.
That's the best, though, honestly.
Online pussy. Yeah.
So, one of my questions I have for you. Are you inspired by Vsauce?
You know, sometimes I watch his videos and I wonder like what he does on the day-to-day.
He gets robbed by Max Movo.
Robbed? Damn.
And he drinks Joey Salad's piss.
I hope so. But I think which Vsauce? Michael?
Vsauce, Michael here, not Vsauce 2 or 3.
Yeah, okay, those ones are like...
Although the Jake one, I like him.
The other ones are like knockoffs, like Walmart brand.
He's the least enjoyable.
One of the ones that was like, hey, I have cancer. And I was like, what the fuck? Wait a second. When is there a third Vsauce?
You know what's funny? The one that everyone refers to as Vsauce 3 is actually the second Vsauce. So there's Vsauce Michael, and then there's Jake, which is Vsauce 3, the real one. But there was a 2 between them, but literally he just was like, he's like the redheaded stepchild, you know what I mean? My second question is, Minecraft? How long did it take for you to beat Minecraft for the first time? And could you do a speed run?
So I've done a speed run.
Really?
And I've also, like, maybe like a little bit less than a year ago, I was really hella into hardcore Minecraft. And I was streaming and playing hardcore Minecraft.
I just visualized the Minecraft porn. Sorry, go on.
And I was like playing like the hardcore like mode of Minecraft because I got into watching
Almost like a Nuzlocke for Minecraft kind of thing.
Yeah, like if you ever played it, like you die and then everything gets
yeah,
deleted.
it's what fucking Too Mad does. Like if he does a donation style though, so like if someone donates $100, it's your whole fucking like slot bar. If it's like $1,000,
yeah, I've seen that
just
stuff.
Kill yourself.
I was like, why would I want to just like I want to play this and like be scared the whole time. And that's what I was. I was scared the whole time.
That shit is really entertaining to watch though. Like
it took me a while, but I finally like beat the game. I got to the Ender Dragon, beat that shit, scared the whole time. I got like hit up by the Ender Dragon, and I was like, this is where I die.
No.
But I had made those potions that like make you float, and I was like, yo, like this shit slaps.
The one that like makes you like rocket float, or like
it's like you like drink this potion and it like it makes you falling like slower.
Like Willy Wonka style.
Yeah, it makes you fall slower so you don't take as much fall damage. And
okay, I get it.
And I was like, those are the ones I need to fight this bad boy. And so I chugged like 2 of those bad boys.
Because
I had a water bucket on me, so like if I fell down, I just fucking, MLG water bucket that shit. But anyways, I don't know how long it took me to beat.
Water bucket.
That's what it's called. Okay?
I know, but like
it's like old school.
Anytime I hear that,
MLG.
It's like you have to visualize fucking like a pyrocynical video of like his old like videos like that. You have to visualize it that way. And I really wish when you go to fight the Ender Dragon, whenever you drop that water, it makes a sound effect like that. Like I feel like it's obligatory. Purgatory.
Yeah. I don't know how long it took me to beat the game the first time though. I honestly like think that the first time I really played through that game and like my goal was to beat the game was that hardcore.
You want to know a secret?
No.
Yes, you do.
Keep your secrets.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Please.
It's a juicy one.
Tell me the secret.
I've never beat Minecraft.
Holy shit!
I know.
Oh my god.
I'm a fucking
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
That's how it ends.
I'll just fucking write my name in my death note.
That's how the shit ends.
It just fucking stops, cuts. Your outro is like, so she was a thought. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, anyways, fuck that person. Never
Fuck
played.
that bitch,
Never beat Minecraft. Who are you? No.
I don't beat Minecraft. I beat my. Never mind.
You ever listen to podcasts like that aren't mine?
Do I listen to other podcasts?
Yeah.
Yes. So I used to watch the H3 podcast like religiously, but like I'm kind of like in a weird.
I used to watch them. I used to watch Joe Rogan and I used to watch fucking H3. I would just like alternate between them because they would like Joe Rogan would be posted every day, and it was like I'd only have to be interested in one of the people that it's like on there for me to be like that's the one I want to watch.
And like all of his episodes
because I would download them when I worked at Fry's when I did overnights. That's when I did a lot of the podcasts. That's when I got really into them because I would download them before I went to work. I'd download like 4 of them because by the time I'm done, like I'd be off of work and I'd go home and do whatever the fuck. And like I don't know, the H3 started getting like weird and it like threw me off and I stopped watching for a little while and it just didn't go back.
Right.
I found more funny podcasts that I like.
I feel with the H3 podcast, it's not necessarily that it's bad. I can just like tell right now they're in like a weird transition because I can tell Ethan's getting bored and he wants to do something, but for some reason he's like keeping himself from like just doing a normal fucking video. It's like he wants to have the podcast be his YouTube videos. Like, I like the idea of the content court stuff, but it got overdone really fast. Two, the one thing that like makes me upset with the podcast currently is everyone's bullying Zach. Do you know, like, all the people in the
intern or whatever his name is?
No, Ian's the intern.
Ian's the intern.
Currently, he's a robot. But Zach is the one who has, like, his bit is, like, being the pervert of the show or whatever. And he's the one who does all the cool sound bites. And currently, a bunch of girls on Reddit are, like, complaining that he's, like, creepy and this and that just because, for example, what caused it was he posted this TikTok of, it was just a picture of this girl's ass. Not, like, naked or nothing. It was just, like, a, cute little, like, side photo. And he goes, it, like, cuts to him. He's like, God damn, I love ass. And it's just, like, it's just cringy. It's funny. Like, and all these girls are getting, like, so butthurt by it. And he's not used to, like, mass amount of people, like, shit-talking him like that and telling him to kill himself. And so, like, he's not taking it really well. And Ethan and Hila know how to handle it. However, I feel like he needs to understand that, like, yes, he's playing a part, but you need to understand that, like, mental health wise, you need to, like, make sure you're letting Zach know, like, hey, if you don't want to be this person on the show, like, I shouldn't have to keep making you feel like you need to play this part. Because I feel like Ethan is trying to, like, stay reliving, like, his New York days, like John, Sean, and Frank.
With the podcast, I feel like I'm watching it constantly waiting for, like, a funny haha.
Right.
Like, I go there wanting a funny haha because that's what I normally get from him.
Because there used to be goofs and gaffs.
Yeah, I
and
used to get goofs and gaffs from H3H3, and that's why I go to the podcast, and instead I'm, like, I kind of leave with, like, a weird empty feeling.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get any ha-has. Maybe once in a while I'll get, like, a huh.
Yeah, like, just...
Or, like, a...
that...
Like a...
Yeah.
A double exhale from the nostrils.
Right.
But, like, I feel like I've laughed more watching a Joe Rogan podcast than I have, like, with the H3. And H3 is supposed to be funny.
I've laughed more with cold ones. Yeah,
me too. I put this podcast under comedy.
Yeah.
And...
Honestly, I laughed my hardest at the shit I watched last night on your channel than I have with H3H3 in, like, months.
I've laughed at my own shit more than I've laughed at H3H3's. Yeah. And, like, I don't know. If I can make myself... I mean, I guess I know my own humor more than I know, like, an H or anyone else's. But, like, that shit... Sometimes I make myself fucking bust out.
And the thing is, like, I don't hate Ethan or Hila. Like, I genuinely, like, have love for them. I still, like, believe in them and know that they can go back to it. I just think they're in, like, a weird place right now. Because, one, they just had a kid. Two, Hila's business is taking off. And three, I feel like Ethan is sort of just, like, letting politics control his emotions too much. And, like, I mean, fuck. He has to deal with the fact that Trisha Paytas is his sister-in-law. Trisha Paytas, the one who has weird nipples.
When did that happen?
So,
I keep seeing, like, the thumbnails from...
She's dating Hila's brother.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Because she has a thing for Jewish men. Because she's, like, best friends with, who's the dude on the X7 radio?
Honestly, I don't really care that much.
It's just weird. It's like, there's lore, like... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, I watch...
I didn't watch it enough to be like, yo, what happens next week? It was just like, it would just pop up my recommended, and I'd be like, well, I guess I should download it and, like, listen to it later.
See, I get really into, like, all the YouTubers I watch because, like...
Now I only listen to podcasts on my way to work. And, like,
sense.
my little travels to work, it takes me about a half hour, 45 minutes to get, like, all the way to work and, like, in there and done.
Yeah.
And, like, ready to go actually do work.
Do you listen to podcasts, like, while you're, like, on the run or anything?
While I'm, like, on the ramp, I have earbuds in, and I have, like, a Spotify playlist open or something like that, and I constantly am playing and pausing, because, like, if I'm listening to a podcast, I will not know what the fuck they're talking about at any time, because I have to, like, pause, listen to someone, they'll, like, tell me some numbers, I gotta remember the numbers, and then I gotta write them down somewhere, and then I gotta, like, go run and ask someone else for some more numbers, and, like, that's basically my job. Running around, getting numbers, finding bags, putting them on the plane.
I feel like See, I didn't, how do I explain it? The first time I ever started watching podcasts was when Joe Rogan was on the Duncan Trussell podcast, back when it was his own website.
Ooh, I like Duncan Trussell.
Yeah, I love it.
I watched the Midnight Gospel.
I don't know what that is. I just remember going
It's a Netflix. You would love it. It's a Netflix series. And it's like an animated podcast.
Ooh.
And he's like the main character, named Clancy. And like the shit's the best. It's just like, I didn't know what I was getting into when I started watching it. But if I knew like what it was, I would have loved it even more. But it's literally like, if you think of a podcast, like it's just like these animated characters talking to each other. And it's literally like his pre-recorded podcasts that they just animate into a series.
That would be so fun to do.
They're so good. It's like 8 episodes or something like that, and they're like an hour or something each. So like, definitely go give that shit a listen, because that made me start listening to Duncan Trussell, and like now that I'm mentioning his voice, like I want to listen to his podcasts again, because like
use it to go to bed.
I can't listen to podcasts. I listen to ASMR.
I used to listen to Bob Ross to go to bed, like just his painting videos.
That's like same thing as like ASMR.
Yeah, might as well be.
I'm just gonna get some fucking titanium white up in that bitch.
Yes. So, for podcasts, the Mr. Duncan, Joe Rogan, those are very rare. H3H3 is more regular. Cold Ones is regular. You need to go to bed. H3H3 is regular. Cold Ones is regular. And, fucking... Oh, shit, what was the other one? I was just thinking about it in my brain right now. Fuck a duck.
Well, the ones I listen to regularly are the Stiff Socks podcast. You know who Trevor Wallace is?
I know who
he does,
D'Angelo Wallet. Wait, yes, yeah, because he does videos with Churlies, huh?
Yeah, same guy. His podcast with some other guy. His name's Michael. They're funny as fuck. They just talk about dicks and coming all the time.
I'm gonna fucking start watching that. Yeah,
the Stiff Socks podcast.
Stiff Socks.
That shit's funny as fuck. It's like an hour podcast, like every time. I listen to the Misfits podcast a lot.
Oh, isn't Misfits the Aussie guys?
Yeah, fucking Fits.
Cool shirts.
Yeah, cool shirts.
Yeah.
Those guys, I listen to their podcast a lot. Every once in a while, I'll pick up a Joe Rogan podcast, but.
There is one I just started listening to, but I can't.
I go through a cycle of like listening to like one podcast for a lot, and then it's like music. I don't know. I kind of get really into one thing for a while, and I kind of move around. I
half relate with that. However, normally, like growing up, you know how everyone's like that. You know, you go through a phase of being, this is my favorite band, or this is my favorite musician, whatever. There's only literally one musician that I've never, ever been tired of, no matter what type of music they're making. And it just like, I can tell everyone else is getting annoyed because I play it all the time, and I'm just like, why am I not annoyed yet? Because like I get like that with like movies, TV shows still.
Well, who is it?
Pink Eye Joji. It's like it's a problem.
I'd be listening. What is the fucking song I have that I go back to? I listen to fucking We Fall Again a lot. I like that song because that's like a ukulele song, and I like that because I can play it.
My favorite ukulele song of his is Help.
Isn't it the one that's like I wake up in the morning?
I wake up every morning
I learned that one too.
There's a loud distorted
I learned like the fucking chord progression on that one, so I can do that. I can play that song. I like that. But I have a hard time with like making the words come out of my mouth and also keeping up the chords at the same time.
Play it on the ukulele and I'll sing it for you. We'll fucking become the new fucking Simon and Garfunkel.
We'll just only cover Pink Eye songs.
Yeah. Dude, I would be so down. I have all of his shit memorized. It's like an issue. Like oh my god, like and subscribe. No.
All right, we'll give it 7.5 more minutes, and then
I mean, if you want, we can just end on playing patty cake and then you're good. Or rock, paper, scissors.
Don't touch me.
Stop. Don't touch me there. That is my no-no square. I can't spell that out. VAPE Nation.
Oh, I get it now.
Let's see. Oh, did you ever watch Pure Ownage?
Isn't that the prank call guy?
Have you ever
Who
heard
like does the voices and stuff?
Have you heard
Maybe
this?
that's Onage Pranks.
You know the song that goes they take it from Pure Ownage from FPS Doug, but this song, it clips it going, my hands are shaking, my heart's beating, my heart beats and I was like, boom, headshot, boom, headshot. That is FPS Doug from Pure Ownage, and
It was like Call of Duty people, right?
CSGO. And so FPS Doug plays CSGO, and then Jeremy, who is like the main person of the show, he is originally playing what the fuck are they called? Fucking macro or micro. You know where you're just, I can't remember the game, but it's like it's like fucking StarCraft, but not StarCraft, kind of like style of game. And then eventually he gets obsessed with like World of Warcraft. I recommend you watch all of those videos because that's literally like the fucking intro to all of the weird shit we like now. Like, you will like it. It's cringy and it's fucking hilarious. You know how I'd always used to drink balls at Fry's? Like, I'd go and buy the
soda?
Mm-hmm. It's because of Pure Ownage.
They show you the balls soda?
I used to only be able to get that at Fallout or Flashback Games, and it was like fucking $8 a bottle at the time. And that's the only place they used to sell it at.
Shit sucks.
I love it.
I liked the soda. I tried it a few times and I was like, I like the bumps on the glass.
Yeah.
Little balls.
Oh, I had one very dry joke for you.
Mm-hmm. Does it require my participation?
Halfway. What is Abraham Lincoln's favorite type of battle royale game?
I don't know.
Apex.
Should have said like Abex.
Well, see, when I was asking myself that, out loud, I was like, haha, Fortnite. It's a Fortnite. Because you know how his thing, a fortnight ago, whatever the fuck. I was like, but that's the obvious answer. So everyone else around me will be like, what's Abraham Lincoln's favorite game that involves a insert verb, noun, whatever the fuck I just said. I don't know. It would be Fortnite, you know? So after someone says that, you just tell them, no, Apex. Like, what the fuck? Like,
He be out here.
He be out here doing things, though.
Mr. Abe really do be out here gunning
be
down
doing
them
penny
fucking
things.
plebs.
Do you think he can conduct electricity through his own body? Oh, that was a stupid question. I need to shut the fuck up.
Everybody can.
Well, I was trying to make a copper
Like
joke,
we
okay?
never- no.
I'm gonna just fucking yeet myself out the
it's
fucking
like
window. Those are my
Copper-
Copper's like barely conductive.
I quit.
There's a lot of flaws in this.
There's a lot of floss. No, I'm just gonna
Don't.
stop.
Don't.
It's time to stop.
Time to stop.
Yes.
Yeah, it's time to stop.
It's time to go night night. Brown
Well.
word backwards.
Well, did you want to fucking plug some shit or no? I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah.
not like this shit really goes out that far, but
You watch when I post this. I will help because I've already done some mild promoting today.
mild promoting.
Yeah. So, hello internet in the FPS Diesel 2020. I don't like stealing people's stuff, so I have to kind of credit the whatever. You can find me. I feel silly, but I feel cool but silly at the same time because I'm like, am I this important? I'm not. But whatever.
Very important.
Yeah, boy.
I really had to do any work this entire. I just kind of sat here and was like, aliens, and you were like,
I just fucking popped
yeah,
off.
fucking. Yeah.
So, you can find me at Shrvvms with 2 V's, not O's. SHRVVMS on Twitter, Instagram. Other websites. Add me on Facebook. Don't add me on Facebook, please. The Google Plus. Don't add me on Google Plus. Pornhub. Maybe.
Don't add me on.
What the fuck other social medias are there? Twitter, Instagram.
I use Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and then.
See, I don't use Snapchat, but like
Twitch,
sometimes.
YouTube.
Oh yeah, I got a YouTube, but I ain't using it. I got one video and it's a meme.
Pog.
Yeah, it's an Eeyore thing.
Eeyore meme?
It's related to Linkin Park.
Damn. Damn.
But yeah, that's all.
Alright, well. I mean, you guys know where to find me at. I say it every time. It's at WarriorSon on all social medias. It's pretty easy.
Insert in post, you need to like censor my mouth and like pretend
Definitely
I'm
doxing my
doxing you,
address.
but I'm not.
She is so doxing my
gonna
address
make
right
you
now.
work,
You
boy.
guys, everyone's gonna know where I live. I'm serving pizzas. I'm gonna forget, and you're gonna skip to the end, and I'm gonna
I know. I'm gonna be like, God, I
not,
like fucking
I'm
retarded.
gonna have not done it.
I know. They're like, damn, this bitch lied.
Damn. And then I like leak your address right here. Fucking bleep that shit.
Pull a fucking.
I'm gonna
Jake Paul
forget.
post
I'm
one.
gonna like go back and edit and like try to put an outro on here or some shit like that. Actually, I'm not even gonna put an outro on this. This is like good enough. Outros consist of me going,
Outro.
"That was cool."
So-
All right, see ya.
No, honestly, that's one thing that I thought was so cool was like you took the time to like do your intro and your outro, because majority of the time most people will like do it after everyone leaves or like way before and this and that, and I'm like, I bet you he does all of the above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually when I come in here to like transfer my files to my other computer, I sit down and I film an intro / outro, because once if I already know what's gonna happen like in a podcast, it's a lot easier to intro it. So I don't like, I don't know, I know not to give shit away. I also know like, oh, like you might want to actually listen to this part, like this shit's cool.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. So there's all your plugs, social medias. You know where to find me.
Stick your forks in them.
In the yeah, go. I mean, you're probably gonna have to bend a couple of the prongs, but like, good luck. Go ahead and get that shit popping. I guess we'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. See you when I see you. Peace, peace.